Welcome to It's Crystal Clear, a show designed to help you to stop asking money's permission to live your God-given life. My name is Felicia Young. I have over 15 years experience of guiding people in the direction they should go in order to accomplish their goals and live their best lives within budget. Thank you for allowing me to help you today. So, today's episode is called Recalibrate. In this episode, we will discuss recognizing your issues, remembering your goals, and recalibrating your life. So, you have been a part of It's Crystal Clear for over a month now. You set your 3, 6, 12-month goals, you identified your latte factor, and you eliminated unnecessary expenses. You're hearing my voice every time you swipe that debit card. You hear me saying, do you really need this, or do you want to accomplish your 3, 6, 12-month goal? I'm getting lots of notes from people who are proud of their progress. One grandmother sent me a message. She said she dropped her granddaughter off to school, and she made a beeline straight to the gym to cancel that membership. She told me that the gym has been seeing more of her auto draft than they have of her. Amazing. Congratulations. One young lady, she sent me a message. She said she called to cancel her Sirius FM subscription. She said that they tried to throw in promotions and discounts at her to make her stay, but she didn't fall for it. She said she didn't feel like hearing my voice. Say that question. Another woman, she eliminated $300 in recurring charges, and she put that money in her Vision Fund account. Another person got a temporary part-time job to help her to accelerate her payoff. Amazing. And the one that tickled me the most was the woman who filled up her online shopping cart with hundreds of dollars worth of clothes, but she didn't press the place order button. Okay, we'll take those victories any way we can. Congratulations to everyone. I am so very proud of you. So now, I'm going to have a very transparent moment with you. So I set my own 3, 6, 12-month goals too. Mine are a combination of financial goals, personal goals, and some career goals. So when you started with this Crystal Clear, I did too. So I made a complete list of all the things that I had to do, and I celebrated every time I marked something off my list. And I was doing great. But then, a couple of weeks ago, I started to hit brick walls that made me spiral. And I kept getting further and further and further behind. And the further I got behind, the more and more frustrated I got. The smallest things would set me off. And the more I let small things set me off, the more there were small things there to set me off. I was working late at my office one night, and I needed to finalize a bunch of reports. So I hit the print button, and for no reason at all, my printer lost its mind. It wouldn't print. It wouldn't reboot. It wouldn't reinstall the driver. The more I tried to troubleshoot, the more stubborn it became. I decided to go and use my coworker's computer in the printer. I hit the print button. Then I heard a noise that made my blood boil, and non-saintly words came out of my mouth. The printer got jammed with paper. I tried to pull the paper out gently, and a small little piece broke off inside and got stuck. I turned the printer upside down. I looked for small scissors to try to pry out the paper, and nothing that I did would work. Finally, I found a way to pull that tiny piece of paper out. I found a way. And I started to print my reports. Started to print, and in the middle of printing, I got an alert on the screen. The printer had run out of ink. Y'all, I wanted to throw that printer on the floor. I wanted to shatter it into pieces. I was so angry. I looked at the time, and 3 hours had passed. I allowed myself to get sucked into a time waster, and I accomplished nothing from that things to do list. Over the next few days, more and more little things kept happening. More and more things kept happening that sucked up my time, and I got further and further behind on what I was supposed to do. To say I was frustrated is an understatement. In the meantime, I kept receiving notes from you. I kept hearing people say, I'm hitting my target. I'm taking my small steps to accomplish my 3, 6, 12-month goals. And I was so excited to see that crystal clear was working. But I was so aggravated. I was so irritated that those little time suckers kept throwing me off. So, have you heard of the saying, you can't see the forest for the trees? That's an expression used about someone who's too involved in the details of a problem that they can't see the situation as a whole. For me, I can hear other people's challenges and I can offer sound advice on what they should do in order to get out of their situations. But when it comes to me, I'm spending hours staring at the trees. I'm getting frustrated because of a tree got stuck in the printer. So one evening, I ran into a good friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a long time. She was talking to me and she was saying that she was enjoying the podcast, but she hasn't gotten started yet with her goals because she was overworked. She was going crazy at home. Some days she didn't know if she was coming or going. When she took 2 steps forward, life was knocking her 2 steps back, and she just didn't know what to do. I ran into another person I know. So she was working on becoming a first-time home buyer. She had been saving up her money for her down payment and for her closing costs. So when I saw her, I asked, how was the process going? And she looked really sad, and she said she gave up trying to buy her home. Okay, why? She simply said that her savings were gone. Okay, why? She went on to tell me that her niece had passed, and she used her savings to help her sister with the burial expenses. She was glad that she had the money to help, but she just didn't know how she would save that amount to buy her a house. So she was feeling really, really discouraged. So I was able to see that they were both in the forest looking at the trees. And while in my quiet time, I was thinking about my trees and I was thinking about their trees. And I thought there are probably many of you out there who are in similar situations, not able to focus on identifying your latte factors. You're not able to make time to reduce expenses, and you're getting pulled away from thinking about your 3, 6, and 12-month goals. And the title of today's episode popped in my head, Recalibrate. So recalibrate means a change in the way you do or think about something. If a ship is sailing in the ocean and it drifts off course, the captain will recalibrate the controls to get the ship back on course. So today, we're going to work on recalibrating your controls so you can get your ship back on course. So, how do you get back on course? Number 1, by recognizing that you're off course to begin with. So over the past few weeks, you watched me on this podcast. I'm giving you tips. I'm giving you tricks. I'm giving you methods and steps to achieve your goals of eliminating debt and managing your money so you can live a great life without worrying about the lack of money. Those steps work. They really do work. But sometimes life be lifing. It's easy to get caught up in the drama of your life. The zillion emails from people who need things as of yesterday. The hectic schedule of your children. Sitting in the doctor's office and getting numb because of the treatment schedule that he said you now have to start. Life is lifing. But when you recognize that you're off course, I need you to stop. Turn off your phone. Tell your significant others and those children to go find something to do. I need you to get by yourself, and I need you to stop. I need you to stop and recognize that you're in the middle of a challenge, not a crisis, not something bad, not a horrible situation. We're going to watch our words. You're in the middle of a challenge, and you need to ask God to help you to figure out the solutions. I need you to make time to be by yourself and take note of what's going on. What's throwing you off? What's stressing you out? What's making you look in the mirror and not even recognize yourself? What's draining your time? What can be changed? What can be removed that's stuck in your schedule? What is the friction, the obligations, or the issues that's causing you to get off course? You have to take time to identify those things that aren't in line with allowing you to reach your 3, 6, and 12-month goals. I need you to get out your journal and your good ink pen, and I need you to write what's throwing you off course. And I need you to have faith that God is going to guide you back to the direction that you're supposed to go in. I need you to make up your mind. I need you to make up your mind that you will not let those trees keep you from seeing your bigger picture. So how do you get back on course? Number 2, by remembering your goals. In previous episodes, I said over and over and over again that you were made for more. You were not created in God's image to struggle paying bills. You were not created in God's image to be stressed and depressed. You were not created in God's image to work 4 and 5 jobs to pay bills that you're still behind on. You were not created to look in the mirror and not recognize who you are. You were created in His image. In the Bible, Isaiah 41:10 and 13 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. For I am the Lord, your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." When we face challenges and obstacles and start to feel overwhelmed, remember, God did not run out of options. He is our strength and will lead us through every situation that we face. No matter how difficult the situation seems to us, if you don't know which way to turn, just look up. God will take hold of you and He will not let you go. So remember your dreams. Dream big. Remember your goals. God wants you to live life and live it more abundantly. So what are you going to do to achieve in 3, 6, 12 months? Go ahead and remember what your goals are. So how do you get back on course? Number 3, by recalibrating your life. Sometimes our lives feel like we're climbing a huge mountain. From the bottom looking up, it seems like it's impossible. But you have to remember, the way to get to the top is by taking one step at a time. The way you reach your goals is by taking one step at a time. Every day offers a chance for a new start. Every day that you wake up, God is allowing you to have a fresh start. What are you going to do with your new day? So, how about starting every day waking up a little earlier to spend time in silence with God, to ask His help with guiding your day, and to keep you protected and equipped to handle things when life starts lifing? I need you to be mindful of your words. You do not have problems. You have opportunities to come up with positive solutions. Change the way you think about situations that don't look so desirable. For the lady who had to use her closing cost money to help bury her niece, I say, thank God that you had the money available to help your family. Thank God that you were able to focus on grieving and reflecting on the memory of your niece and not a funeral bill. And to start again, saving your money for your home. God delays does not mean a denial. Maybe He had a better home waiting for you in the near future. Or maybe He has a raise or a promotion in your near future that would allow you to get a bigger, better, beautifuler home. You never know. So start saving for your house again. You're going to get it. Remember, there are more trees in the forest to make more money. Make it. Declutter your work schedule. So I found myself frustrated and spiraling because of a malfunctioning printer that led me to get behind on everything else I had to do. So when I took time to recognize the issue, I found that I was simply way too busy and had too much on my schedule. I had projects that I needed to wrap up that was overlapping with the new projects that I wanted to do, and I simply needed to stop. So I did. I made a spreadsheet, a master list of everything I needed to do. I wrote down what I needed to do. I included those items that had to be done in order to reach my 3, 6, and 12-month goals. I categorized the items. I color-coded them based on urgency. I put realistic due dates next to each one. My list looks like Mount Everest, but I took my own advice, and I took one step at a time. I took one task at a time, and I started marking off what I finished. I am not allowing myself to add anything else to that list until I have a certain number of them already finished. So I operate meetings with me by appointments only. In the past, people were able to just drop in and call, and the conversations would end up being about everything but what they originally needed to talk to me about. So time would pass, and then they would go on about living their best lives, and I would still be left needing to complete all of my assignments that were due that day. There will always be work to do. There will always be people wanting to talk to you. There will always be people needing your help. But you have to control your schedule and who you allow to be a part of it. Otherwise, you will continue to help others reach their goals while your goals continue to be pushed on the back burner. So, I need you to get back to working towards your goals. I need you to make sure that they are SMART goals. I need you to make sure they are specific. What exactly are you working towards? I need you to make sure they're measurable. How will you know when you hit your goals? They should be achievable. Do you have the skills or the resource needed to make them happen? They need to be realistic. Can what you set as a goal in 3, 6, 12 months really happen? If you owe $250,000 on your house, the reality of you paying it off in 6 months isn't really realistic unless you hit the lottery or you get like a major sick promotion. Make sure it's time related. If you set a time frame from when you want to achieve your goals, this will help to prevent other tasks and other people's tasks from taking priority in your life. So, I know some of you may be saying, all of this is easier said than done, Felicia. I know life keeps lifing. I know sometimes you may feel defeated, overwhelmed, hopeless. I know, but I need you to hear my voice and I need you to understand my heart. I know that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And I am taking time week after week to give you the tools and resources you need to make it happen because I believe in you. You will have moments when you feel off course, and it's okay. But I don't want you to stay off course. I want you to make time to stop. I need you to make time to stop. I need you to stop and recognize your issues. I need you to remember your goals. And if you're off course, I need you to recalibrate your life. And I promise you'll be glad you did when you see the things that you've been dreaming about come true. So, this is the end of today's lesson. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to spend some time with you today. So, you're doing a great job. You're doing a really great job with working towards your goal. I am so proud of you. And don't forget, I need you to help me to reach my goals too. I want to help 3,000 people to eliminate $25 million in debt. It can be done if you're a part of it. So if you're interested in being a part of this challenge, I need you to subscribe to this broadcast and I need you to turn on your notification bell. Look me up on Spotify and YouTube. Share this podcast with those who you feel will find value in what I'm doing as well. So, also, I need you to send me an email to itscrystalclearpodcast@gmail.com. Include your name, include your location, your 3, 6, 12-month goals, and the amount of debt that you want to eliminate. This is going to help me to, 1, track your progress, 2, help you make adjustments if necessary, and 3, celebrate you every step of the way. I hope today's episode blessed your soul. I really do hope that it blessed your life. And remember, I need you to dream big, stay focused, and live your best life within budget. Remember, I'm trying to help 3,000 people hit $25 million eliminated debt. I can only do it with your help. So look me up on Spotify and YouTube and share the word. I'll see you next time on It's Crystal Clear.